not one for speeches, so I'll... Congrats. You're running with the starters next time out.
Stop playing. Let's go.
Hey, you've done everything right and then some. But you can't let up, though, all right?
No, that is not an issue at all, Coach. Oh, I can't wait to see my name up on that board in the locker room, man.
We're really excited for you, MP. Just keep doing what you're doing, and this is just the beginning.
I got you, Coach. Let's go.
Big news, big news. Rookie standout MP will be making his first appearance in the starting lineup tonight, quicker than many NBA insiders predicted, which begs the question, is this MP's I told you so moment?
Stan, you've been hanging with JJ.
I'm guessing that you would not be calling this his I told you so moment then.
I told you what? That's my president of basketball operation is forcing me into the starting lineup so he doesn't look bad.
Oh, wow. Come on, Kendrick. That's not fair.
Why not? Why not? We already know the hash and the little PR scheme to make MP and the front office look good. This could just be part of that.
That's a completely separate issue. I know their top assistant, Wayne Graves, really well from my time at Duke.
He knows
and believe me,
Duke.
he never joined a staff where the front office dictates who
Welcome
starts.
to the stream.
That's not how things are done over there, point blank. And I know, because I'm plugged in.
Well, then are you ready to say right here, right now, this is his I told you so moment?
I wouldn't go that far. Until MP proves he's better than Shep, he's not in a position to say, I told you so to anyone. That's what this drama's all about in the first place.
Even JJ agrees with me. MP hasn't proven anything.
I didn't say that, Bert. I didn't say that. MP deserves to start. All I'm saying is he's got a long way to go before he makes fans in the city forget about Shep, who's had an excellent start to his career, too.
Yes.
Until he puts Shep in the rearview mirror, these comparisons will continue to haunt him.
JJ, guess what? I'm actually proud of you. You got most of that right.
Most of that.
I have my moments.
And MP, I would love for you to prove me wrong, brother. Believe me, I got love for everyone in the association.
That's definitely
That's
not true.
Not true.
But the lights are only going to get bigger and brighter from here. Can you handle it? I've got some big-time doubts. Carry on.
Okay, everybody bring it in. Let's go. Come on, guys, let's go. All right, guys, I'll make this quick. Now, as we all know, this is our beloved rookie MP's first game in the starting lineup. Let's get speech. You guys are one step ahead of me today.
What's new, Coach?
Okay. MP, it's all you, kid. Rally the troops.
Thanks, Coach. Hey, yeah, I know I'm not big on speeches, man. But it is an honor to be going to battle with y'all. And I know I'm going to do everything that I can do to help us get this done. All right? Now let's bring it in. You're going to get a win on 3. 1, 2, 3, win!
Looking at both of these teams, Richard, both great passing squads, two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
It's a beautiful brand of ball, for sure. Just a joy to watch. So the Raptors starting 5. Trent Jr. and Anunoby out on the wings. Pascal Siakam out there with MP. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. Baldwin's shot is good.
Now for MP, remember
remember, this guy was booed on draft night. He came into the league with the fans against him, but I think MP is using that as fuel.
No question, you have to. It's a tough spot to come into, but MP is going to try to win over the fans. The shot by Sochan, no good. Trent for three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
On offense, here is San Antonio. It's a 5-point game. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
As a player, these ones are fun. You get to match up with guys you rarely see.
And when you watch the way Trent Jr. can take over a game, just a gifted scorer who can explode once he gets going. He's impossible to slow down.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Here's Vassell. The Raptors making their last shot. Jones from outside. Rebounded by Trent. And with Trent Jr., he very much is a microwave scorer, Grant.
Oh, he heats up in an instant, B.A. A bit of a streaky shooter overall. I would like to see him round out his inside game to find new ways to score if the shot is over.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's Van Vliet. Coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1.
Shooting for Toronto, Baldwin. At the line for 1.
And Spurs coach Greg Popovich last season moving into first all-time for coaching wins, Greg.
That's right, B.A. I mean, all those wins coming with one organization, the Spurs. Now, when he hangs up his whistle, he'll be in the conversation for the greatest coach in NBA history.
Timeout called, the Spurs. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
They definitely came into that one hoping to be competitive. Unfortunately, they were anything but.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. On the wing, Jones. Back to Johnson. They need this. The shot off that time. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. Van Vliet, the pass to MP. The shot that time not on target. San Antonio goes the other way with it. Pass to Vassell. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Trent with the defensive effort. Van Vliet finds MP. Rebounded by the Spurs. Outside Jones. Over Van Vliet. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And there it is for him. MP's got 7.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
A big group substitution here for Toronto.
All right.
Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. At the 2 and the 3, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then there's Zach Collins, and it's Jones in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Jones. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Johnson. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
And when you think of the time Johnson spent with the U.S. team, I mean, the coaches and players he was around, absolutely huge for this young player and his development.
Pass to Jones. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Out of bounds, it'll be Raptors ball.
Raptors ball.
They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Johnson was part of that U.S. team that played in 2021. Yeah, what a great experience, Greg.
Oh, B.A., I mean, I can speak in great detail how much you can gain playing for the U.S. team. Johnson continued to grow as a player after that summer and was a great addition to that team as well.
And that one drops for him.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Well, the Spurs shooting a rough 25% for the field in this game. Pass to Vassell. Back to Jones. Lets the 3 fly. Baldwin with a rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Van Vliet, the pass to MP. Anunoby for 3. And the Raptors, another 3.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Outside Jones. Johnson passes to Jones. To the left side wing. Here's Sohan. Oh, no good. Unable to end this run. Pass to Siakam. MP outside. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. RJ, you're in the middle of a few trades in your career, to put it lightly. What's that like as a player to get moved around so much?
Thanks for bringing that up so sweetly, Brian. I appreciate that. Look, there's pros and cons to this. It's nice to know that another organization wants you for whatever reason.
Raptors out in front. Alrighty. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Alright, what do we got here? 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Alright, ain't bad.
Big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Toronto shooting the rock at 58%. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. Anunoby the 3 with Siakam at the 4. And it's MP in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Spurs, they're shooting 27% in today's game. Not good. To the wing, right side. Pass to Sohan. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
On the wing, MP. Shot from 12. And another basket for Toronto.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Vassell. Right wing. Here's Johnson. That one no good. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly
throw good, MP. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Johnson. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Van Vliet's got 4 rebounds in the game. Over to the wing. And there's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one. And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
And you know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
To halt the run. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
San Antonio foul. Zach Collins. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Free throw good, MP. Well, it's the reality of the NBA, RJ, but fans do seem to be paying closer attention, maybe more than ever, to players' off-court actions. What's your take on that?
Well, I truly believe that players are so focused not only on their games, but how they can now improve the lives of people around them and in their community. They are leaders in their community and they are advocates, and it's because they have huge platforms that will allow them to make a difference.
Johnson against Anunoby. Outside Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
What toughness from Johnson in the paint. Sticking with it.
No. Hey.
Checked in for Pirtle. Trent up top. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 6 assists in the game, and no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive. At the 2 and the 3, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then there's Zach Collins, and it's Jones in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5. Jones against Van Vliet. Siakam right side. To the inside. Baldwin. He's got it going on.
Only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Johnson against Anunoby. Outside Jones. Back to Johnson. Pass to Vassell. Clock at 6. Over Trent. Vassell's shot is good.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Raptors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Gary Trent Jr.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Baldwin's shot is off. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Delano Banton. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good. A different look for San Antonio. Jang, he's checked in for Birch. And Mamukelashvili subbed in for Bates Diop. And the Raptors making a change here. 41 seconds left in the game. On the wing, MP. Rebound San Antonio. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Pass to Jang. He shoots. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching.
Hey. No. Hey. Beans? No, yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Alexis, who's up first?
Well, we're starting off with a splash with the announcement of your Cruise captain.
From the very first moment that we set sail in NBA 2K23, this award winner grabbed
It's still early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes. You want to earn the trust of your coaches.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. The forwards are Anunoby and Siakam. And it's Baldwin in at the 5, roaming the paint. Irving kicks to Kleba. Pass to Green. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Irving looking over the floor. The 3. Green, no luck. And so it's Baldwin with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And looking back on that Toronto run, Pascal Siakam, Doris, was a big piece to that puzzle.
There's no question about it. They allowed that young man to flourish in transition. He was a tremendous defender for the group. He was a big-time part of that title.
Here's Doncic. Dallas again missing. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Dishes it to MP. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, brought up in an unselfish system, Pascal Siakam takes great pride keeping his teammates involved.
Kleber kicks to Green. Here's Irving. A new 14 for the Mavericks.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Wood against Anunoby. Pass to Baldwin. Over Green. Baldwin can't get it to go. Mavericks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. Irving passes to Kleber. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The kick out to Irving. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Yep, that one goes in there. Baldwin's got his second basket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
There has to be a willingness to take chances.
Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Hardy in for Luka Doncic. And then for Toronto. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
Hardy is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Green. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Wood in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And here's Hardy. 6 points for him. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
The shot's good. And it's a 6-point Raptor lead.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Outside, Green. Moving against Trent. For the 3. Dallas, no good that time either.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Anunoby, good.
Beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive the second time.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Raptors leading by 8. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
And the Mavericks call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Christian Wood, and it's Reggie Bullock in for Maxi Kleber. And then for Toronto, Chris Boucher comes in for Achua, and Porter subbed in for Trent. Irving finds McGee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the Mavs fans are hoping this team, Doris, is poised to repeat the success of the early 2000s.
Well, Kevin, I think you have to look at the deep run into the playoffs from last year where they finally figured out the pieces they need to have around their great star, Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need shooting across positions, but I think one thing you need to consider if you're the Dallas.
It's the Toronto Raptors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage tells the 35. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Mavericks trail by 8. So for Toronto right now, sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. Baldwin out there with Pascal Siakam, and it's Van Vliet in at the point. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
And both free throws good for Green. Raptors leading by 6. Passes it to Anunoby. MP outside. Tries it from 19. That misses off the backboard. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Releases from 15. The offensive rebound. Good defense by MP.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, Pascal Siakam put a ton of pressure on the defense. This guy has a physicality that you love.
Throw good. Siakam. Siakam hits them both. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message. They're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Here's Baldwin, and the layup's good off the glass. Baldwin's got 8.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Back to Irving. Shot clock at 6. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Baldwin kicks to Anunoby. Back to MP. Fires from the corner. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket coming off a pretty pass.
Dallas moving it around. Here's Wood. Rebound by the Raptors.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
That one drops for him.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, 4 rotations, 4
Hey. Give me.
Dallas making a change here. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Shooting 1.
Well, the more opportunity that has been given to OG Anunoby, the more this young man shines. He is a multi-dimensional talent. Gives you great defense nightly and growing on the offensive end.
And at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You'll love the unselfish play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Maxi Kleber, Doncic out there with Irving. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Boucher passes to Baldwin. Fires the 3. Another shot. He lays it in. Achua's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Toronto. Mavericks trail by 14. Doncic passes to Green. Powell with it. Outside Irving. Driving the lane. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Baldwin can't get it to go. Dallas shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. The pass to Green. Outside Irving. Doncic passes to Kleber. He kicks it to Powell. Here's Doncic. Good on the bucket. 14 points for Luka Doncic.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
On the wing, MP. Baseline try. Another miss by MP. Irving with the ball. A shot by Kleber. Wide open. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Kleber against MP.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Christian Wood comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Maxi Kleber. Green passes to Doncic. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter. Trent outside. Baldwin looking for the opening to the inside. Siakam. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam, so he's comfortable in the painted area. Does nice work there.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything.
Making a switch here. Kleber's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Baldwin, he's checked in for Pirtle.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Toronto.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Pascal Siakam.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Steps back and fires. It's hauled in by Trent. MP outside. Yep, that one goes.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke.
Shh.
It's 2 years. Some of y'all might know me as Steve.
And Grant, both of these teams are dealing with injuries. We'll get a chance to see just how deep each one of them is.
And that's where depth, BA, is so important as you go through the season. Obviously, it's unfortunate that these teams are missing guys, but if you're getting more minutes tonight, you have to grab that opportunity.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Green. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Ball, and it's White in at the shooting guard position.
At the line.
And so he hits both.
To give you an idea of how good the Bulls were last season, they spent 56 days atop the Eastern Conference, but ultimately they couldn't overcome the injury to Lonzo Ball.
Now here's Ball. Up top, White, guarded by Trent. Outside for LaVine. For three. That shot, no good. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
And we all know that on the road, we don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they looked right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
And Smitty, that was the story in the East last season. So many injuries.
It was, B.A., both in the regular season and in the playoffs. They had that next man up mentality. But when one of your stars goes down, there's not much you can do. Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Ball left side. Back to Vucevic. Pass to Green. And there's a 3-second violation. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. MP with it. He's picked up by LaVine. Back to Anunoby. Green against Siakam. Anunoby with it. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, it's blocked by LaVine.
You see the quickness and focus of LaVine. Tracks the shot, shuts it down.
Outside Anunoby. Nails it from beyond the arc.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Greg.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
Now here's Trent. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by by double digits.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
The Raptors making a switch here. Pirtle.
Hello. How are you?
With a lead on the court right now. Second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Ball. Green out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's White in at the 2-guard spot.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Here's Ball following the bucket by the Raptors. Inside, shoots, and Vucevic gets it to go on the assist by LaVine. Vucevic has got his first bucket in this one.
What's up?
And so here is Toronto. They've led by as much as 10. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
Pass to Green. Now Ball. Come with it. Guarded now by Ball. Here's Anunoby. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile 1 drive.
They're taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Van Vliet's checked in for Banton. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, the Bulls are a force once again. Zach LaVine said, quote, "It's a new team, a new mindset, and I'm always confident. Step on the line, throw the ball up, and I don't think anybody's better than us. Guys, they're ready."
And they've got the talent to back it up, Allie. Thanks. And so here is Chicago. The Raptors making their last shot. Back to Ball. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming this way.
And in Chicago, there are still feelings about what could have been last year.
Play. Raptors out in front.
43. The Bulls, 35. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Raptors Youth Dance Team. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Boy, without question, OG Anunoby displaying all his skills today.
And how about his dime dropping in the first half? That was something else.
The engine that makes them run. He's been able to push the action, and he's making great decisions.
Trent Jr. and Anunoby out on the wings. Pascal Siakam out there with MP. And it's Van Vliet in it to 1. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Now here's Anunoby. Oh, and that one, no question. Powered it down.
We've talked about it. Be ready when your number's called. OG Anunoby's very accountable, and he's been very active on the offensive end.
Van Vliet against Caruso. Pass to Green. The 3. Rebounded by Trent. Toronto has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Baldwin. Over Vucevic. Baldwin's shot is off.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, BA, I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Here's White. After the basket by Toronto. Pass to Caruso. The Bulls with another miss.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Baldwin. And he banks in the layup. MP's got 8.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Now here's Levine. Ooh, poked away. White on the wing. 6 to shoot. Over Trent. Here's Vucevic. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. And the basket by Trent. He's got 10.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second half lead. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis.
Here's Van Vliet on the court for Chicago. We've got Zach LaVine. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Green. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Ball in at the point.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
White, the pass to LaVine. Gets the 3 ball to go.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Siakam outside. On the wing, MP. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Down low. Here's Vucevic.
One of the most underrated players in the league. Vucevic can do just about everything offensively. It makes him so tough to guard.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play. Running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
White, the pass to Vucevic. Levine against Anunoby. It's stolen by MP. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Trent. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
For a shooter as confident as Gary Trent Jr., there's no hesitation.
Levine passes to White. Here's Vucevic, covered by MP. Vucevic's shot is off.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Van Vliet finds Anunoby. On the wing, MP, covered by Vucevic. It's good. MP's got 6 here in the quarter.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Ball passes to Levine. Back to Ball. Pass to Vucevic. Outside Levine. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Anunoby. The Bulls with another miss.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Back to MP. Nice touch on the bank shot. MP's got 10 points in just the second half.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Recently, we've seen a few super teams put together, but it hasn't always been an automatic recipe for success with it.
Well, BA, a lot of times you see those super teams on paper. It's all about execution on the floor. And the biggest factor that sometimes hampers super teams is health, and that could be a big factor in upsetting your plans.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, OG Anunoby.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
Wow, he really played phenomenal tonight, but we've almost come to expect that from him. He feeds off the energy from this crowd, and it certainly plays a part in elevating his game. Van Vliet, the pass to MP. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
And the Raptors with some changes. Young, he's checked in for Siakam. Porter Jr. comes in for Trent. And it's Ben in for Van Vliet. And there's the lob. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Baldwin. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
He's really cooking right now. He's having a phenomenal half.
It feels like once you get a taste of winning, you never want that to end, Grant.
But the reality is, for most franchises, it does end for long periods of time. I hope the fans do appreciate this current Bulls team. There's something to be proud of.
Back to Dosunmu, to the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Raptors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
He really played at his preferred pace. Never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And the Raptors making a change here. Martin's checked in.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
1:03 left in the fourth. Pass to Dosunmu. Beverly with it from behind the arc. And Young pulls it down. And here are the Raptors now. They're on a 17-5 run. Here's Baldwin. And he can't get that one. Here's Terry. Anunoby covering. Now here's Beverly. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
You really wouldn't know what size he is because Patrick Beverly gives you toughness at that point guard position. And he's physical.
Both free throws good from Beverly. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
That one goes in.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Here's Terry. Back to Dosunmu. Oh, MP with a block. There's the drive. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill.
Great game tonight. You really had to work on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, man, I was just trying to stay aggressive. You know, my teammates were looking for me on the offensive end. I just tried to take advantage, look for my shot, and stay hungry on the end of the court.
Do you see yourself as the go-to player on this team?
Come on, man. You know I do, man. But not because I have a big ego, but because, you know, someone needs to step up and take those big shots. Man, I've never been afraid to take responsibility.
Great. Thanks, man.
So what's the big emergency? Someone die or something?
Your guess is as good as mine.
So you don't know anything?
No, I just got a text from Ricky saying to meet here as soon as possible.
I got the same one. Ash, anything?
Nope. And everything's clear on social, so it's not about anything happening online.
No, of course. No, you have my word. All right, thanks. Take care. You want to tell us what's going on, Rick?
Look, it's Othello. He's trying to trade you.
Excuse me?
There's a lot of backstory here, but yeah, the bottom line is Othello's trying to trade you, and we all need to talk strategy.
Whoa, I got plenty of time right now, Ricky. So how about you just backtrack a little bit and tell me exactly what's going on? Starting with how you know all that.
I can't tell you all that, man. Look, this is like some deep state office politics, but look, just trust me, the intel is solid.
And that intel is?
Othello feels Freddie's trying to replace him.
We're talking about Brandon marketing, Freddie?
Yeah, Brandon marketing.
Yo, bro, that is insane. Dude is not even a basketball guy.
Yeah, you know that. I know that. But from Othello's perspective, he feels like Freddie is Phil's right-hand man, which means that he's in his ear, which means he can recommend firing him. You know what they think about each other?
Not exactly best friends.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly. Look, right now, Othello feels threatened. And when a man like Othello feels threatened, he lashes out.
So what does that have to do with me?
You're Freddie's pet project. Look, with you gone, Freddie's whole reasoning for being here disappears.
But I thought they brought him here to, like, modernize the marketing department or something
No, that's
like
mostly
that.
for the media. Freddie's an A-plus marketing guy, but the real reason he was brought on was to solve the MP problem.
Wait, no. MP project?
Oh,
What is that?
Don't get emotional. My point is, if you're gone, it means that Freddie failed to sell you to the fan base. And if Freddie failed, that means that Phil failed. And if Phil failed, somebody's going to pay for that. It's not going to be Phil.
Look, just... Right now, Othello's trying to consolidate his power. I mean, think about it. With Freddie out of the picture, that's just one less person who can question Othello's way of doing things.
What are you thinking?
If he wants to trade me, let him trade me.
Whoa.
No. If the fans don't want me, my own organization doesn't want me, why am I even here?
You don't mean that.
No, I do. How many times am I to get told that I'm not wanted before I take the hint?
Look, MP, I know that this is a hard pill to swallow, but you're looking at this the wrong way.
How should I be looking at it, Ricky? How?
As one man's opinion who's out of touch on the modern NBA player trying to desperately save his job.
One man, an entire city. What is the difference in this case?
The fans are the fans, and you know you are well on your way to winning them over. Winning cures everything. Remember that.
And what about Othello?
Okay, yeah, that situation is a little trickier to navigate, but you're not powerless here.
Okay. So tell me, what power do I have in this situation?
You can fight back. Look, if Othello's the only one trying to ship you off, then he's creating a you versus him situation. Make it so he has to leave, not you.
And how do we do that then?
There are ways.
Yeah. See this? This is a PR problem. Othello wants to trade you? Fine. We're gonna make sure that everybody knows that he's doing that out of spite and paranoia, not for the good of the team.
If we can make your case persuasively, we can get the press on your side. And once national press starts calling for a GM's job, very rare that they survive.
You know what, guys? I appreciate all the fun little capers you have planned for me. But like I said, I'm good. Wait, if they want to trade me, let them trade me.
Yo, MP, think
let
about
them
this.
trade me.
MP, wait.
What?
We have a date tonight, remember?
Listen,
City
I'm
View.
not in the mood for City View right now.
Okay, I get it, but I just think it would be good for you to take your mind off all this for a second.
Okay, to set up this next category, it's only appropriate to jump into 2K2.
And injuries loom large over this one. Both teams having to deal with makeshift lineups.
There is a positive, though, Kevin, that teams try to take from these situations. It gives guys a chance to step into bigger roles, build their confidence, and show they deserve more minutes.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. The forwards are Anunoby and Siakam. And it's Baldwin in at the 5 down low. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. MP outside. Just 5 on the clock. From outside the arc, Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got the opening field goal of the game for Toronto.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Passes it to Williams. Down low. Ball up top. Covered by Van Vliet. Pass to Vucevic. To the middle. Trying to find White. Gets it to him. Over Trent. It's hauled in by Trent.
And no question, Kobe White can shoot it. How about the accuracy as well?
That might be underselling his ability, especially beyond the arc. He once set a franchise record with 7 threes in a single quarter.
And count on Van Vliet to hit that three-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
And there's the pass to Vucevic. They get it back. The layup missed.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Oh, look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Trent passes to Siakam. Back to Trent. Anunoby has the open look. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Bounce pass. Vucevic dishes to Levine. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by the Raptors.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if we can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thanks. Yeah, that defense, something to be reckoned with. Greg, we'll see how it plays out.
Well, it's important to be patient. The other team's going to take certain things away. Just keep probing, trying to find that weakness.
And you have to remember, you're going to have some tough stretches scoring the ball tonight. Just keep a cool head and don't force things.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the Bulls. Green comes in for Patrick Williams. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Last time they came together. Checked in for Chicago. Williams comes in for Ball. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Bulls trail by 20.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
So for Toronto right now, we've got Anunoby. Siakam is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's MP. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. And the rejection by MP. Here's Vucevic and the Bulls with another miss. Toronto leading by 20. Here's Trent. Siakam trying to free himself up. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
Here is Williams. Gary Trent Jr. making his last shot. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space. It has to.
Line yet 10 of 10. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Anunoby against Williams. Pass to Vucevic. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here he goes. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Shot's good by Siakam. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They get a hand on it and stolen by MP. And he banks in the layup. Baldwin's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Chicago. And again, Chicago. No good.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Here's Baldwin, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Now here's White. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Sweet little floater. White's got 6 points.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Raptors.
Here's Baldwin. Count that bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Levine. 11 points for him in that last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Vucevic. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
MP finds Van Vliet inside, and they double up MP, and they pick up 2. He's got 13.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Got a piece of it. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Passes it to Levine. To the right side. Vucevic against MP. And Vucevic kicks to White. Shot clock at 5. Vucevic down low. Covered by MP. And it's White missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Good work there as it goes. Siakam's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Levine, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one goes on Anunoby.
Players with this type of athleticism have Zach LaVine historic.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Raptors out it.
The Bulls 18. The Raptors 54.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Fred VanVleet has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. White and Levine on the wing. And it's Ball in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting
is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
MP against White. Baldwin. The shot from the low post is good. Baldwin's got 15 points.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
Van Vliet against Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And Ball is certainly capable of throwing it down thanks to his size. I mean, easily lifting off the ground and just finishing that one with authority.
Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Baldwin. And that one hits back iron. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Named to his first All-Star game in 2021, Zach LaVine had a breakout season.
Yeah, that was year 7 for Zach, average.
Making a switch here. Green's checked in. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Toronto. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
So for Toronto right now, Otto Porter Jr. out there with Baldwin. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Banton in at the 1 spot. Here's Baldwin. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
And I love his tenacity at the defensive end on the floor. Very disruptive all game long.
A nice shot by Baldwin.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Back to Ball. Drummond trying to get himself free. He doesn't hit that one. And the Raptors with possession. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Porter passes to Baldwin. The shot comes out. Good D by Drummond. Outside, Levine. Tipped away and stolen by MP. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. See you next time.
Congrats on the win. You guys really smothered them on the defensive end tonight.
Yeah, you know, we really locked in on the defensive end tonight. You know, coach is really happy with our switches on the pick and roll, and we need to bring that kind of intensity every night.
You also caused a lot of turnovers. It looked like you were reading the offense like a free safety.
Oh, man, that's just a scheme, man. You know, a big part of our defense is causing deflections and getting out in transition. You know, we stuck to the script and it worked tonight.
Yes, it did. Congrats.
My man. Oh, man.
I told you we'd have a good time.
This was great. This was great.
Good.
Hey, you know, I'm sorry for blowing up on you the other day. It's really hard for me to deal with. You know, it's too much at times.
Hey.
I know, but you don't have to figure it out alone. You've got a whole team just here to support you.
There's nothing to figure out, though. Like, we go wherever they send me. That's how this league works.
You're serious?
Mila, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'm on my rookie contract. We can literally go wherever they send me.
Unless you fight.
Well, like Ricky said.
No, not like Ricky said. Ricky and Ashley want you to wage war in the press. I just want you to be you.
Yeah, well, me being me is what got me. What do you think I'm doing? Giving half effort? Mila.
Okay.
Alrighty, and that's it for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy.